All right,
All
you
right,
guys,
so we don't have too many on this week. I guess we can just go ahead and get started whenever you're ready, Miss Nancy. So first, by leaving your video on, you're consenting to us using your picture. So if you don't want us to use your picture, make sure you turn it off. Also, it's probably best if everybody mutes themselves because she's going to play some music, and the music will be like skipping if you aren't muted, and it'll be tough to hear what they're saying to do. Also, good idea to put it on speaker mode or speaker view so that you can see the video when she puts it up to the screen. And if you have questions or comments, you can put them in the chat box. I think everybody probably knows how to use the chat at the bottom. You can type things in. And then we'll make sure that Nancy gets them because she won't be on screen to see it, but we'll make sure if you have questions for Nancy, we'll share with her. We're going to do more Tuesdays at 2, at least for the next month, if not 2. So we're developing those new sessions and topics, and we'll get those out hopefully by the end of the week. I'm going to share my screen here real quick to show you the upcoming Thursdays at 7 sessions. This Thursday is Pat Torrey. It should be really fun, aka Big Dog. He's going to do some experiential learning with us, sponsored by CSL Behring. And then next week we have Corey Pierce is going to do some yoga with us. And then we're still working out what the 18th is going to be, but it's going to be something with the treatment center, maybe like how to reopen after COVID, how to be careful with the things that you do when you start to go back out again. And then we have our virtual campfire again. So we're going to do one more virtual campfire before camp. And then look at that, Novo Nordisk, Craig, yay! We have July 2nd, and we even have one the first week of August. So we have quite a few of them coming up. And as always, there's contact information in case you want to check out reach out to me or check out where our things are listed, Tuesdays at 2 and Thursdays at 7. Okay, now our favorite physical therapist from the Hemophilia Center at OHSU, we have Nancy and Dave. Yay!
all right, guys. So this is how we did this one. First of all, I think music is awesome. My daughter listens to it 24/7, and we all know how music can make you feel. If you're in a good mood, it can make you happier. If you just need a good cry, you can put on a song. So it's amazing how many parts of your brain get lit up when you listen to music. So the idea behind this one was to just move and have fun. And then I decided you guys didn't want to watch me move for 30 minutes because I'm not a very good dancer. And so I went on YouTube and I found some pretty good ones that I like. So that's what I did. So I'm going to rearrange it so you're going to see the video, and it's called Dance Like Nina. She happens to bring in some guest people that do some dance moves with you. So the idea is to have fun. If you can't do them, modify them. They go slow, they go fast, do it to whatever you can do. But I'm learning some moves off this YouTube video that I did not have before. So I'd have you guys doing a bunch of squats. These guys actually have you moving your hips and getting your arms into it. So it's about a 30-minute video. So at any point in time, if you're like, I'm done, or I got to take a break, take a break. And then just think what your body can do. Adapt it for what works for you. So if you want to go slower, that's fine. If you take a smaller step, that's fine. The whole point of music is to let your body kind of feel it and to move and not to hurt yourself. So there's a disclaimer on most of these videos that will say, you can't sue them if you get, with the concept being like, they're good, they have these bodies that can move, and you got to listen to your body and figure out what you can do. But when you put it to music, anything looks good. So, all right, so I'm going to set it up, and there's a couple ads that happen in the middle, so I'm just going to keep my eye on it, and I'll be able to advance it. And yeah, Madonna, let me know if people are like done and we want to talk about it and go to like the chicken dance, which Dave and I can get everybody to do after this. But this is a nice way to keep you moving and to have a lot of fun. So I'm going to set it up. I got to bring it over. We did it about 20 different. All right, it's going to take me a sec.
That's all right. So we just had 2 people join us. So what I want to let people know is we would really like you to be on mute. And also, if you could put it in speaker mode, you'll be able to see Nancy's video that she's going to play. She's going to do a dance video. and it's about a 30-minute long video. So probably best if you could just keep it on mute and follow along. They do move kind of fast. I will tell you, when I watched it before, I was moving. So you will get a good exercise in today.
All
All
right,
right,
so Madonna, all right, I think that's good.
A little bit. There we go. That looks better.
Right
Yep.
there?
Yep.
Okay. I can move it closer. Is that too close?
It's all still black. So until you put the picture up.
Okay. Oh, right. Next.
So,
Get to see my password. Can you see it?
uh-huh.
Okay.
It's a
It's
little
all in
low
there?
still. So you might need to move your screen so that we can see the bottom of it. The computer screen.
Oh, can I go this way?
Can you tilt it? Yeah, there we go. That's good. Oh, too
That's
far.
good?
That's a little too far now. Right there.
How's that?
That's perfect.
Okay. You guys ready?
Everybody ready? Get up and get ready to move.
That's just a disclaimer.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome along to the Reebok Les Mills Body Jam dance collaboration with Nina Dobrev.
Hi, you guys. I am so excited to dance with you, have fun, and maybe mess up a time or two, which is okay. We're going to do it over and over again, so feel free to dance. If you make a mistake, keep going. We're going to have a blast. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, and you look fine, miss. Can I just
Thank
say?
you.
You guys all look fine.
你好，我是 Johnson. Hey everybody, this is Johnson. Today it's gonna be hype. It's gonna be super hype, super duper hype. So we are here to hype you up for your first track. My name is Gandalf Archer Mills, and we're gonna warm it up. Let's do it. You're gonna take your feet apart, and I want you to just shift your hips side to side, just like this. Easy warm up, yeah. Move your butt, go. Watch my shoulders. Bop, 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 bop. So you bounce your shoulders down on the beat. Move your hips. Find some feel. Find the beat. Bring your arms up here. Now watch my shoulders. Whoa. Put your hands down. And then what do you do, right? Whoa. Arms up. Shoulder down. And then arms down. Are you ready for the beat? Pick up your left knee. 4. Watch my hips. Pick up your left knee. 4, 3, and put your hips right, left. So your knee comes up on the beat, and your hips slide right on the beat. And you do it again and with me. Take your feet wide, throw your hands here. Take your knees up. Yep. Straighten your arms. Throw your arms down strong. Like a monster. One more. All right. Close your chest. Just let your upper body drop backwards. Let your arms hang freely. And then I want you to head all 4 sides. So go back, left, right, right. Yeah, like that. Just your upper body. Go super smooth. Round. Round. Find the movement through your upper body. Switch sides. Really open up your torso. This is how we warm up, body jam. This is how we drop, body jam. Push your hips in the back. Everybody's favorite part. Everybody, I want you to stop your right leg. Roll your hips around. From the back to the front. And then here comes the beat. Right leg, up. Take it round. Everybody take it round. I want you to switch legs, switch arms. Hey! Find your grind. Wind it, wind it. top. Everybody go. You might be starting to breathe just a little more heavily now. It's okay. Take it. Make it strong. One more. From the top. Arms up. Let your shoulders bounce. Got it. She stop. So find that control in your body. Get the warmth in your body. Everybody, breathe in your body. Track 2, back step. Nailed it. Take your feet wide. Bring your feet together. I want you to step backwards and then feet together. So see how my feet go wide? That same thing, but switch sides. Your left leg. You hear that beat? That's like some deep house. Beautiful feel. You can get your little house bounce on. I'm going to teach you a combo. Your left arm. Lift up. Cross your legs. Now watch this. Get your left arm up. 1, 2, 3, and then roll your hips. Watch how high my elbow goes. Slide the hand across your face. Did you say slide the hand across your face? Don't touch your face? Totally. Double time. I think double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back step, your left leg. You know this? Arm combo. Here we go. I like it. You see how we freeze every count. Freeze. I reckon one more. Yeah. Everybody one more. Yeah. How good does that feel? All right, you move. Weight in your heels. Left leg. Left, right. Come twice. And then walk backwards. Too easy. Drop your weight into your heels. So I want you to hold each count for as long as you can. Like blah, 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 I love those sound effects. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Come on. All right, you know the choreography? Right up. Right leg. Freeze your elbows so high. Take it like. 2 more. I want you to look through your fingers. Try it one more time. Make it sharp. And you're here. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back step, right leg. Just do it again. Right leg. Everybody go do it again. We can do it again. Yeah. How strong can you make it? Freeze your technique. 2 more just like that. And where's your bounce? There's your bounce. Amazing. Nina, I reckon we take the right arm and the left arm and we go 2. You are killing it. How good is that? It's time. Get your elbows as high as you can. Yeah? Start a step. Come to us right there. 4, 3, 3, rock 2. You can take it back and you can play with it. Anywhere, I want you to travel backwards. You got all this room. Find your space. I reckon one more. One more H. Yeah. Feet wide, reach out. Roll. Other side. Bend your knee. Wrap and roll. Maybe I'm not the same. Feel your body fold. I love this song. I seriously love this. Let's stay here a little longer. Let it linger. Oh, let it drizzle. Yes! Pump it up. Oh, yeah. Let your booty bounce. All right, check this. Circle turn to the side. Take it back. Okay. 1, 3, 2, 1. Pump it. Now you know you got this move right. When you feel your booty bouncing. Like this. My hoodie is really helping the situation. Wanna jump? Hit it! Hit it! So swing your arms and pick your knees up. Woo! I'm sweating now. Gotta walk, gotta walk. Take it back, like, oh. Cool up a little bit. Like,
Anthony, you can do whatever you want with your hands.
totally, pull them wherever you want, go
Play
ahead.
around, pin, touch yourself. Make it your own.
Pseudos, so good. All right, let's bring it down. Feet wide, reach to the side. Second time, best time, right? Now we've got it. Let's do it a little bit faster. Let your body fold. We are extraordinary. One more time. Pump it. Oh, yes! So much yes! I got my yes right here. Give me that turn. Who wants to fly? Get it, girl. How you guys doing out there? Feel that cardio? Swing your arms and lift your knees. I'm sure I can hear the girls singing it. Hey, that's Nikki. She got the hay. I need the last one. Give me that double walk. It's kind of like the walk you do when you walk into a Reebok store and you just can't make a decision because there's so much choice. What? Be wide. Your left leg, kick it. Hop the leg under the body. Yeah. Do it again. Now let's add the arms. Unfold. Reach up, squat, and scrape. Kick, up. Bend your knees and scrape the floor. New move. Double grab. Walk it back. Yes. Now grab.
Grab. Make it sharp. Sharp and smooth like a robot. That's the one, that's the one. Get it, girl? All right, now let's put it together. Check this. Diagonal kick. Up, down. What? Check it. Grab. Kick. Like, what? Was that the better smooth? I think it was. I think it was. You can put your hands anywhere, wherever you want them. Like, literally. One more time. Now, super slow, super slow. Grab. Make it sharp. Shoulder swag. All right, shoulder swag. One more time. Shoulder swag. That's a tongue teaser. Shoulder swag. Shoulder swag. Turn your body and reach across. Should we put it together? Yep, double grab. Bring it here. Kick it. Take it down. Swag it. Across the body. Yes. Grab. Up. 5, 7, 8. Nice. Do it again. Do it again. One more time. One more time. Got it. Nailed it. Hit it. Ah. Yes. All right. New move. Twist. Left leg. So bring your feet under your body. Turn your hips side to side. And then put it on the side. Nice. Twist it. With your back leg. March it in. You got it? Lift your heels off the floor. All right, new move. Lean back. Open the arms.
You wanna turn me off. You wanna flip the switch.
Your right arm on top. Bend your knees. Lean. And then from the back to the front.
We used to be so young and free. Yeah, baby, don't treat me like a machine.
Let your elbows lead the move
No, baby, don't treat me like
as you envelop the room. Oh, take it back to where we started. I think we got this. We got this. You got this. I'ma add on. I'ma add on. Walk towards me. Take it. Slap, slap. Booty down back. Slap it. What? Super sexy slapping your shoulder. Hey. Oh, it's all in the booty. Can you see that? Stick it out. You want it. Someone told me it's like flossing your shoulder because your shoulder's sweaty. I'll fix you. I'll fix you. Should we put it together? Shall we? Twist, twist.
So young and free. Yeah, baby, don't treat me like
Shoulder slap.
I could still be.
Booty bounce back. Yes.
No, baby, don't treat
Twist
me
it.
like a machine. We used to be
So young and free. So baby, don't treat me like.
like a machine. I could still be just
We
like
got this.
no, baby,
We
don't
got
treat me
this.
like a machine.
Take it back to where we started. Got it. You want it. You want it. You want it? Are you want to do it again? It's getting hot there, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Twist, twist. Yeah, you want it, you got it. Here we count, clap. Let the beat jump. Can I get it? Yeah. There's something about that rap and that vampire. You want it? Amazing. I'm gonna give you one more. Just one more. Just one more. But wait. What happens next? What happens next? Double grab. Sweep your arm. Twist. Grab. Come to us. Just your shoulders. Just your shoulders. Left shoulder, right shoulder. Put your hands on your thighs. And then let your heels go. I'm on a raw grind. Just slide your hands around your hips. Hold on, Nina. I think the double grab, yeah? Grab, twist kick. And you wherever you want. Wherever you want. And then twist your lower body. I'm on a, we on a. You like that out to those feet? Double grab, everybody. God. Where do your hands go? Where does your twist go? Hey! How's the feeling? Good! Do it again. Everybody double grab it, do it again. Now complicated. Twist your left leg. Doing everything. Yeah. Everybody, whatever. That was me. I want you to drop all of your weight into your back leg. Other side. So heavy in your back leg. Drop back, lift. And then your front foot is just super light on your toe. We should slow it down. Drop back. You don't need to lift your knees so high. I just want you to go back.
Okay, I saw some dancers out there. Is it getting to be too long? I know that some people sort of lost it because it was jerky. So I saw some in the chat that they were saying it was jerky and freezing a little bit, so they kind of lost some of the steps.
Just made my.
There's a lot of steps in there.
Yeah, was it tough to keep up with, Craig?
Yeah, it's a good workout.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. I mean, if you didn't know, but if you kept moving the whole time, you didn't, know everything. Yeah,
Well, we can keep going.
I have to.
It
call
was
my
really
EMT
hard.
hand.
Call your EMT.
I liked it for the energy of it, and I liked it because it wasn't, there's some like Caribbean moves and Zumba moves, and there's lots of ones that you have to find the one that works for you. And I looked at one Zumba one, and the movements were way too fast. And this is one that I thought, okay, you don't get all the moves down the first time, but you try it again, and you try it again, and you try it again, and pretty soon you get the jump to the right, because it's like an class. You're gonna go left when they go right. You're gonna go right when they go left. But so I thought the energy was right, and then you end up just moving your hips. And again, a lot of what I end up doing is I can't do the jumps and all that stuff that they do, but you just make smaller steps, or you just your hips and you swing your arms. And it's almost like in an aerobics class, someone's just telling you to move, and if the music sort of lets you move and do it. So it goes on and on and on.
Yeah. No, I thought
They're 20 years old. They could go forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're all above the chicken dance. We can all do those at weddings and that. This is more like, you know, finding a groove or finding someone that has a beat or a movement that you can follow. So, yeah. So like, I don't know if anybody, I
No,
mean,
I liked what you said, Nancy. It wasn't like a super crazy, like it was just kind of a constant, like you just were moving. And
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
like, okay, we're going to turn it up a notch and go to like level 10, you know, and then bring it back down. It was just kind of, it was just moving the whole time. It wasn't.
Right. And I liked how they said, you can put your arms in whatever position you want. You can just go. And at times you were like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm a swan. Or,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I liked it because it was, you know, it's walking forward, walking sideways. It gets you to step your legs out. The next guy who gets on does this move where he kind of sidesteps with just one leg and sidesteps with the other leg. So you start working your hips a little bit more. And then it's a coordination thing. It's like you diagonal forward, backward. And if you don't get all the moves, I just like that it takes you out of straight planes. You know, your arms aren't here doing this kind of movement. You're up moving your shoulder. You can have a tight elbow and still move your shoulder around. He's got these motions in there. So again, it makes it doesn't spend a lot of time up in the air. Like some of these dancers are jumping all over the place. And you can just get it by shifting and sort of bouncing your body too, which is fun.
so Nancy,
So-
what was the website? I'll type it into the chat.
So it's just Dance Like Nina. And she's got a couple short ones and stuff, but I like this one because there was some diversity in the dancers. There's a guy that gets up there and he does some of his own shows. So he collaborated with her on that. So it's not that I'm married to like Dance Like Nina. I just happen to like this combination of there was a guy, there was a woman, and at the end there's another tall, lanky guy who does a couple of just a lot of trunk movements. So they're not huge leg movements. They're just a lot of like finding your spine and moving. And like I look at it from a PT perspective, we do a lot of sitting, we get in one position, and his moves were all about opening up your back and getting your spine to move in a lot of different ways.
Good.
That's what I kind of like. The moves I saw, how they put them together is just fun. But sorry, my husband's talking to me. Like,
So they can go find that
saw
same,
my dance moves a minute ago, so.
they can go find that same video, Dance Like Nina, and they can do the parts of it they want.
Yeah. So this is the Reebok collaboration. It's a 40-minute dance, and I think it's the first one that might pop up. She's got a bunch of 5-minute ones. So, and you know, I looked at some. You know, there's a lot of fun stuff out there. There's Zumba, there's Caribbean dances, but some of those move their hips way more than I can. And I don't want to sit there and just watch a video. I actually want to be able to do it. So
Yeah.
I can slow down and just move side to side. Like a lot of that stuff, you can see me, you know, it's this. It's like moving your legs out and back in. It's getting your spine to do a little bit more than just be in a straight line. So, and then you can always hit
Good.
the stop button.
So does anyone have questions about it, or if there are other dances you like? I don't know if Nancy found other ones she liked or didn't like, but now's your chance to ask some questions. I saw some pretty good dancers out there, I have to admit. I danced a little bit, but I was watching you guys too.
And that's the whole thing. If you don't, you know, I'm someone who enjoys like being told what to do in a sense. Like I exercise, it's like coming up with your own is sometimes hard. So that's why I go to, videos on aerobics or dance where they keep you moving for 10 minutes is great. But if you just want to fling on Spotify and put some music on and dance through your hallways and house, that's really good for the soul too. And part of it is I've got a new motto that I'm not working out anymore, I'm playing out. So it's to get that work out of the word and put the word play in. So whatever brings a smile to your face and doesn't feel like work, it should feel like play.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
So play out, everybody.
All right. Oh, look at the doggy. I see Craig's little guy. Is that a little girl or a little boy? Look at it. It looks like our Whistler.
So before you guys sign off, what I would like to know,
Yeah.
what would people some ideas that people would hope to do. We've done some yoga that didn't get recorded. If people like the yoga, we're thinking yoga ball, go back to some of Dave's core workout stuff. Just kind of feedback of, or, do you want to do paper mache? Because, to me, it's the same sort of thing. It's like if you're doing something fun and it's creative, then that's fantastic for your body and your soul and your mind. So, the cooking was a lot of fun because it was a workout. It was something different. So
We had a
if
lot
you
of people
wanna
on that
shoot-
cooking one. There were a lot of people in that cooking one. It was so great. That was a good one. I know our family truly enjoyed it.
Awesome and so delicious.
Yeah, it was.
Mm, I love that. I would do it again.
you do another cooking one, I
I would do
can, all
another
right.
cooking one, yeah, that was fun.
We're kind of guessing and we're throwing stuff out there, but if people had ideas or like, man, I really want a low intensity or a walk your dog kind of thing, because you guys look like you have a lot of dogs, or cooking, we can add it in and
So if we did
And-
yoga
and
ball,
practice.
how many people would have a yoga ball? Would people have one? Craig, do you have a yoga ball?
I used to. I have 3 boys,
I
so
do.
not so much anymore.
Michelle's got one. Doxy, you have one? I don't know if the Smiths have one anymore. No, we don't. Look at
No, we
Matt
don't.
doing the thumbs down. So that one might be hard to do if we don't have an alternative for that.
yeah.
I know the yoga was a hit, so I like that one. Although we are doing it on Thursday night next week, but that's okay. It's going to be a different crowd most of the time. I do like the core workout that Dave did with us. That one was a little choppy, so we could do something similar and redo that one.
I can do cinnamon rolls.
Oh, let's do cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
Anything with baking is fun. Even with
Okay.
allergy challenges, it's fun. I like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun with our kids too. They can join us, get a good workout.
Okay. All
That
right. Well,
turned out.
What was that? Was there others?
No, just the thing that the bread turned out, except for if you're using gluten-free, you can't punch it down at the end or it'll flatten.
Oh, good to know.
yeah, I'll have to think of some good gluten-free ones. Okay.
But I just
Awesome.
typically swap it out. So whatever you come up with, I can adjust.
You can adjust it. Okay.
I'm good at that.
Okay.
Well, if you think of any, you can always email me or let us know next time in the chat if there's something that you came up with you want to have us think about for the future. But we'll have another exciting, we just don't know what next week's going to be yet, but as soon as we get the list together, we'll get it emailed out and everyone will just plan on Tuesdays at 2 for a few more weeks yet, and we'll have a fun topic to do when we show up on Tuesday at 2. Thank you, Nancy. Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Yes,
Bye.
thank you, Nancy.
All right, we'll see you
Thanks,
next
Donna.
week.